Hey guys, welcome to another episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Movies about great things, terrible things, and all things bloody. I am your host, Noah. With me forever is Ryan. He does a tip of the hat, I guess.
Taking a bow.
Yeah, I guess so. And our other host, Vince.
Hey.
And we did, I thought we were going to do it. How do I say this? I thought it was going to be one thing and it was something else.
Oh, I'm very happy.
What could you possibly think this movie is? That it's
just I am curious your guys'
the name alone.
I don't know. I mean,
we watched Jason X.
Extreme.
Jason in space.
Jason 10?
Yep, Jason 10, Roman numeral.
Because, when run out of ideas and all this fails, just put them in space.
Well, they did that because the previous last Friday the 13th movie was in 93.
Yeah.
Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah.
This is 2001, by the way.
Yeah.
And then Freddy vs. Jason was in development.
It was in development hell because that was when New Line had picked it up from Paramount. It was in development hell, so they're like, well, fuck it, let's just do a new Jason movie, and we'll set it in the future so it doesn't interfere with Freddy vs. Jason. Made it in 99, the guy who championed it in New Line left, and then it just fucking sat on the show for 2 years. Then finally came out in 2001. And I loved it. I saw this in the theater. It's the only Friday the 13th movie I've seen in the theater, not counting Freddy vs. Jason.
This is like the first Friday movie... Or
Friday. Oh man, if Ice Cube had showed up.
Yeah, it would be a very different movie. This is
there is a guy named Stoney. Not quite Smokey, but...
Yeah, I guess it's close.
No, I want Debo to show up.
Well, it wasn't Stoney...
Debo could have been one of the grunts. He would have been...
Yeah, why not? He would have fit right in.
Guys, I've never seen Friday.
What?
Okay, well, then...
I saw it Friday after next.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's it.
No, you gotta see the first one.
I know.
Or
the animated series.
They're all fine.
With John DiMaggio doing Smokey and the dad. He's doing his best John Witherspoon.
We couldn't get actual John Witherspoon.
No.
Really? He's that busy, I guess? I guess it's Black Jesus.
So he kind of just sounds like Black Bender.
Oh, so the cop from...
Oh yeah, the RoboCop.
Yeah. So I'm very close to this movie. Friday the 13th is my go-to horror franchise. It was my first one. It's kind of my favorite one. It's not the best one by far, but like I said, I don't know. I have a very strong affection for it.
Yeah, like I like Jason as a slasher icon, but the movies are always like
it's the same movie.
Yeah,
it's the same movie over and over again.
Yeah, he just walks and chops and walks.
Yeah,
and
Crispin Glover shows up, and there's a chick. They wonder what's going on, and then at the end he surprises them. She runs around, finds bodies, and he seemingly dies.
Yeah, until whatever next movie.
Yeah, and then eventually it's like, all right, well, he's an undead zombie now, and he's a big mama's boy. But yeah, this is definitely a post-Scream horror film.
Yeah,
very self-referential.
Yeah.
Well, this movie had everybody from like 90s, early 2000s.
But it's super cheap. Like it looks like the lighting, and it looks like a made-for-TV movie.
It looks very Canadian.
Yeah, it's very Canadian.
Yeah. But it had all these it had all these C-list actors in it. It had the guy who gets kicked down the well in 300 as the Sarge. It had. Hey
man, I had 2 cast members from Andromeda.
Really?
Which yeah, the set looked just like something I've like I said, like a Canadian sci-fi series.
Yeah, whoever that pilot was with the cowboy hat, I've seen.
Oh yeah, Boyd Banks.
Boyd Banks.
He looked like Robert Englund's brother.
Well, he's a Canadian stand-up comedian and character actor. Like he's been in a bunch of stuff. He was in the remake of Dawn of the Dead, and he was
He was the truck driver.
He was in Land of the Dead, I think.
He was was he the sniper dude in the Dawn of the Dead remake?
No, he was the truck driver who has everybody, who brings him into the mall.
Mall, okay. Yeah. It's been a while. I gotta rewatch that soon. Dawn of the Dead. It's been forever. Yeah, I'm surprised. Speaking of which, I'm surprised Matt
was in Due South. He was in the Red Green Show.
Yeah, Due
Little
South.
Lost in the Prairie. He's in the new the A&E the Nero Wolf with Maury Chaykin.
Is that just a show about a guy who I'm Nero Wolf now? Is Wolf by here anytime? Yeah, as far as Matt Frewer didn't show up here, we had Canadian character actors.
Yeah, why not? Should have got at least one member from SCTV just tucked in the background.
Yeah, or at least Graham Greene or something.
So, I guess the easiest way to describe this movie is...
Jason in space.
Jason in space.
It's Jason in space, baby.
There's no better way to say it. I mean, yeah, like we were saying earlier, all Jason movies are kind of the same. Mm-hmm. That he walks and chops and breaks, and then he doesn't die.
Yeah, he doesn't, and he has a kind of a... Since he's a silent killer, he doesn't really have much personality. It only really comes down to whoever's playing him. Kane Hodder's the only guy to really give him a strong personality.
I didn't watch this movie when it came out because I don't know. I was just like Jason in space, and I saw the trailers and I'm just like, this looks so shit.
What are you talking about? Man had let the bodies hit the floor in the trailer.
Yeah, that didn't
play in the movie,
and they totally spoiled Uber Jason in the trailer and on the
poster.
I
know. That's it. That's what I thought. Like, it would have been cooler Jason. If the reveal was more of a surprise.
Yeah. Well, I think this movie it really, that's why I have a hard time. Normally, guys, I love this movie, but a lot of people didn't like this film. I'm not going to speak for you guys, but it's hard for me to hate it because it seems so knowing of what it is or get earnest. Yeah, I guess. But not but it's not cynical about slasher movies. I mean, sex literally brings him back to life in this film.
Yeah, not sex for him.
No, he senses sex and he gets up and he's like fucking pissed about this.
Oh man,
he's like
fucking teens.
I don't like this.
Extramarital affairs.
There's so much to talk about in this movie because it takes place in 2455.
Mm-hmm. Well, it starts in 2008.
No, 2010.
2010?
And a government scientist...
There's a post-Obama world.
They decide to put Jason in the freeze, because they don't know what else to do with him.
That's the best part about part 9 is when the FBI at the beginning show up because they're like, what's this serial killer? Because the shitty thing about Camp Crystal Lake in all the movies is no one does anything about the serial killer on the loose. Despite the fact that some movies take place the day after the last one. Yeah, no one's ever like, that's why I like 9. I liked what they started off like a government SWAT team. It's like, no, let's just take out this horrific mass murder. He has the highest body count of any slasher killer.
In this movie, they said he had over 200 kills.
And that's about right because in the films he has about 100 something. They say 200 in here. Yeah, in the films prior to this movie.
Over 200. Okay.
Yeah, over 200.
No, because the body count in this is 28.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Which is the highest for any Jason movie.
And if you want to count anyone on that space station, that was more indirectly.
Yeah, I guess that was just a nightmare in space.
Yeah. But yeah, he has the most films, so yeah, he has the highest body count. But yeah, so the government's got his hands on him again this time. They're like, well, fuck, we try killing him. We'll just put him on ice.
Yeah, it's until the future will deal with it.
Yeah, it's the future's problem.
Yeah, kind of just like garbage in space.
Yeah, which we'll get the garbage in space coming very soon.
Garbage in space, indeed.
Enter Dr. Wimmer, played by
David Cronenberg,
Canada's favorite director,
who apparently did this as a favor and said he'd only do it if he could die on screen.
He had a pretty good death.
Yeah, he had a great death. He played a great wormy. He was a pretty good actor for his role.
Yeah,
the wormy scientist guy, like a character out of Aliens. Which there's a lot of aliens going on later.
I feel like they just guys, watch Aliens. That's all I want to say. Just watch Aliens.
Watch Aliens.
Yeah, and that's it.
That's pretty much this movie.
Yeah, pretty much. You can save yourself the time.
What?
No, you know what? I don't want to say that. I don't want to give away how I feel about this movie just quite yet.
I do. It wasn't that good.
It was fine, man. You have a dead soul, sir.
My God.
I don't know. Maybe I just couldn't appreciate it. Like this is we've had this situation in the other way, where I really liked a movie and you didn't like it so much because I held an affinity for it because it held a special place in my heart.
Yeah, but this is a good movie though. That's a different.
No. I beg to differ, sir.
It's part 10. How many part 10s are out there?
I don't know.
Not that many. Although I guess Fast and the Furious is working their way.
It's getting there, and soon he'll be fighting Jason.
Now that was
that's their leading up to that.
Nightmare on Elm Streets?
No, 6 Nightmare on Elm Streets. 8. Well, 6 Nightmare on Elm Street. Well, Nightmare on Elm Street. 7 if you count New Nightmare.
Right.
8 if you count Freddy vs. Jason.
Okay.
And the
Halloween. I think there's 10 of those.
Well, there might be close.
No, 6, 7. Because it starts. There's 6, 5, 6, 8. 8, and if you want to count the remakes, 10.
Yeah,
if you count the 2 remakes, there's 10.
All right.
It's not canon, but it's in there.
Yeah.
But Puppet Master.
No one talks about Puppet Master. Greg Sestero's Puppet Master.
Greg Sestero's Puppet Master 2. No, let's get through this. When the government is thawing him, or is this right before they decide to freeze him, they leave him alone in a room.
It looks which looks like the end fight scene from it's like a parking garage, but it looks like a Highlander fight scene is about to take place. It's like wet and dank.
Yeah, and there's just like chains hanging.
It's like he's the only guy there with just chained up. It looks cool, but it's like the most underground, literally underground.
Yeah,
they just set this up over the weekend.
Well, I mean, you were saying that the entire movie was filmed on set.
Yeah, well, that's the benefit of a lot of the Friday the 13th movies is that I was watching the documentary. It's like there's a 7-hour documentary about all the Friday films.
Oh my god!
So I watched just the section on just next on the way here, and they realized quickly that oh fuck, because all the other films they're at Crystal Lake. This one, oh shit, we have to build every single set for this.
Yeah, because it's in space. There's no Crystal Lake.
No.
Oh, there is a Crystal Lake at the end.
Yeah, some would argue it's the best scene in the movie. Somewhat, which is
it is because it's the last scene.
No, the last scene pissed me off, which is the only bad scene in this movie. But we'll get to that, my friends. We'll get to
that. When I don't know, that one guard who I guess is watching Jason gets nervous. And
yeah, he's the most notorious killer. They say he's unkillable. They have one guard. Yeah. This little Freddie Prinze Jr. looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
Throws a
blanket over him.
Throws a prison blanket over him.
Because he doesn't want to look at Jason giving him the eye for the next however long.
Hey man, those prison blankets aren't cheap.
No, as we just saw.
As we just found out recently. After our stint in the pen. I'm a hard man.
Going for $120 on eBay.
Yeah man, they'll never catch me.
And then what? There's I kept writing doctor, but she's a scientist.
Yeah, Dr. Andromeda.
Dr. Andromeda, more or less. And the military are arguing over what to do with Jason. Mm-hmm. And the military's like, well, what do they say? We want him soft?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't understand what that meant.
I guess soft, he's not frozen hard.
Okay, yeah, because they want to freeze him, or the scientists want to freeze him.
You want soft serve.
Yeah, soft serve.
Soft serve Jason.
That's to eat him up like ice cream.
And then there's Jason tricks everybody.
He uses his teleportation power to swap places with the
guard.
With the Freddie Prinze Jr. guard, and then hides it up, sets it up, and they're like, oh god, no, he escaped, and he just effortlessly kills all of them.
Yeah, that was it's funny because he's such a mindless killer. But this time he's like, well, you know what? I'll take the time to
Jason is brilliant when it comes to killing. He's a savant. He's a prodigy when it comes to murder. He's got the mentality of a child, but he's really good at killing.
And all the military can't stand up to him, except for this one scientist, who just has the idea.
Jason has autism. Which is pretty clear.
Oh, for sure.
His art is his murder.
No, he's outside of.
He's quite good at it.
Outside of Leatherface, he's the most sympathetic of the slasher killers. Yeah. I mean, just stay the fuck out of the woods, man.
And don't have sex.
Yeah, don't kill his mom in front of him. Don't bully him.
That's easy.
And stay out of the woods. That's all you need to do.
I mean, look how long I've survived.
Yeah.
I haven't done any of those things.
Yeah.
Well.
Don't tell them, man.
It's alright. It's fine. It's fine. The one scientist who somehow manages to out-survive the military.
Dr. Scientist, yeah.
Dr. Scientist. Shoots Jason into a cryo.
She lures him there to the basement.
Yeah.
Somehow she's like, instead of escaping, she's like, oh, this chick here, the unattractive female, I gotta kill her.
Oh yeah, she's the only person around.
Somehow he got his machete.
Yeah.
They never show how he gets it because they just kept it next to him.
Well, I mean, it's connected to him, right? Silver Surfer and his board.
To me, my machete.
And I guess she thinks she has the last laugh on him while freezing him in the cryo tube.
Yeah, she goes to gloat.
Yeah, and he stabs right through
the fridge door.
The fridge door, more or less, and wounds her. Mm-hmm. And which sets off the entire room to go on lockdown.
Yeah, because the cold is escaping from her tube.
And everybody in the room is frozen like that.
Mm-hmm. Flash forward 450 years later. And a bunch of Star-Lord cosplayers.
Yeah, that was really weird. Why do they all look like Star-Lord?
It's weird because it's a field. We find out it's a field trip, but there's only like 6 students and a bunch of military commandos.
Well, I mean, maybe it's kind of like archaeological dig type of thing.
Yes, but they were students. It's a weird, like, it seemed like they had a lot. It was a big ship, too. It didn't seem like that long of a trip. It just seemed like, a little excessive to go to a dead planet. Because this Earth has become the world of WALL-E.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a brown world where trash is even just circling the planet.
Yeah, so much space trash we see in this.
This is more space trash than gravity.
Just everywhere. It's a nightmare. Guys, we gotta stop launching our bullshit into space.
So yeah, the students...
They just look like a bunch of satellites and like... But all like rusted and brown, which kind of didn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. I guess that didn't make sense.
No. No oxidation in space.
Anyways.
Jason claims his first next victim when he falls on a guy and cuts off his arm. Cuts off his digital arm.
The guy from Squawk Box?
Yeah. That's
Spicoli. Fuck, his real name is Dove Tiefenbach.
Dove Tiefenbach.
Yeah.
Well,
he's been in like tons of shit from YTV and like Squawk Box and like.
Well, that's.
I think he was even in Freddy vs. Jason.
No, was it fake Jason Mewes? No, it was someone else.
Well, do the research on that, guys. It's up to you.
Tommy Boy, It Takes Two, Harriet the Spy, The Mighty, Get Over It, Jason X, Knockaround Guys, On the Line.
Classic On the Line.
Detention. Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, Dark Hours.
Well, anyways,
they find both of them preserved.
Yeah, the doctor who are being wounded in the stomach.
But they say they can save her.
Because, it's the future now.
Yep.
And they find Jason, who, like you said... Falls over and chops this guy's arm off. By the way, this machete is so sharp that it can pierce metal, fridge door style, and stab somebody in the stomach, and come back out, and then still be sharp enough 455 years later.
It's immune to cold and shattering.
Yeah, and just, slices off this digital arm.
He takes care of it, man. He took care of it. That's why he wanted it back so badly later.
Yeah. Well, if you spend, 5 years in total just sharpening that stone.
Mm-hmm. It's his only friend.
There's also a lot of, scientific technobabble in this scene, as I wrote BS science talk.
Yeah.
In my famous notebook. Which I guess, they say a lot of stuff, but it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, well, they say hockey was outlawed in 2040.
Because
they asked what the fuck's on his face.
And that one guy knew.
Yeah.
Who had done, research from 400 years ago.
Well, I guess he knew,
It's a history buff.
Yeah, we know old, history sports games, right?
That's true. Fair enough.
Same like that one guy later who was a expert on the serial killers from 400 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he was it's like when I pull out, the random serial killer knowledge.
Everybody knows what Jason is.
Yeah,
God,
Jason.
come on. Jason Voorhees?
Voorhees?
Did you say Jason Voorhees? Yeah. That's
It's weird. Over 500 years ago, there was a killer named Jason Voorhees. Never
found him.
He was the Jack the Ripper of his time.
Yeah. So back on the space station, when we find out that it's been 4.55 centuries later, thanks to the staff robot.
Yeah, there's a robot too.
Or what do you call it?
Bishop.
Basically it's a bishop.
It's a Stepford wife bishop who wants nipples.
Yeah, she's the love machine of... I don't know. I didn't even write this guy's name down. Nobody had names in this movie, guys.
Guys, how did you feel about the clothing in this movie?
Loved it.
Vince?
Fuck, it looked like a fucking bad,
It looked like raven wear.
All the women look like they're wearing, clothes,
belly tops.
Yeah, but it was like...
The sweater, that one chick
it was
had,
like sweater, clothes, but yeah, all the belly tops, they look like Spice Girls backup dancers or something.
Girl looked like she had little spikes on her thong.
Everybody and
avocado shirt.
Yeah, a guy wearing an avocado shirt and multiple print avocado.
Yeah.
All over.
The
mesh shirt.
The best was the guy with it looks like a bath mat.
Yeah, you had a real problem with that guy.
I did. It looked like a bath mat with the sleeves torn off, but he also had a vest over that.
Yeah, it was really weird. But on that bath mat, there was 2 stripes of fur.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wish there was a better way to describe this, guys. But you really got to see it.
You got to watch for yourself, guys.
Find out what the hell we're
With
talking
this
about.
Amazing commentary.
So when they unload the survivors from this chamber, Jason and the doctor scientist.
Well, Jason, they clearly state, is dead. They wondering how is this guy even walking around.
Yeah, with a brain so small.
Yeah.
Which I guess phrenology is a new thing.
He's also clearly, because they state like Jason does have incredible healing powers, but he'll always come back to a somewhat dead corpse state.
Mm-hmm.
He isn't fully Wolverine. It's about function, not how it looks. He's not about aesthetics.
No, he truly isn't. Well, I love that mask.
He loves that mask. Well, he's shy. As we find out later, and girls making fun of him.
Yeah, that's true. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, God. So they decide to save the doctor scientist.
Yeah, with nanotechnology.
Nano ants.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised that nanotechnology was the new hit popular technology. We were just out of VR, and now we were full on like crossing up. Virtuosity got us out of that into some nanotechnology.
Yeah, that's right. And we get to see a 3D rendition of ants healing this body.
And the one guy was really excited to take her clothes off.
Oh yeah, it's like, we gotta remove our clothes. I'll take our clothes off.
Okay.
She's
like, yeah, as if. Fucking pervy motherfucker.
That lady could not act.
No.
Every line she delivered was just like, she put the wrong intonations in, or it was too wooden, or...
Can anyone in this movie say there's not?
Yeah, Kane Hodder's Jason.
Whatever.
But it was...
They put a chainmail blanket on her.
Yeah, that's
a medical chainmail blanket.
Screenwriter Tom Farner based much of the film on Alien. No shit.
Oh, really?
Even naming one of the characters Dallas after Tom Skerritt's character.
So while they're also healing her, they're like, we see the professor having a phone conversation, video phone conversation.
He calls a guy in bed
with some guy who can fence stuff he finds.
Yeah, old stuff like DVDs or people.
Or people, yeah, whatever. He does both.
Yeah, because he tries to sell the girl because she's over almost 500 years old. Mm-hmm. Which the guy says, I don't give a fuck about. Yeah. Oh, but this other guy is the other. Oh, Voorhees, huh? Jason Voorhees?
You got, what about him? Oh, well, he was a famous serial killer. Never to be found. Right. He could be worth a lot of money to the right person. And who's buying serial killers?
Dude, Michael Jackson bought the Elephant Man skeleton.
Fair enough.
There's always people out there.
There's always people out there.
There's a market for everything.
Yeah. They sold splinters of Ed Gein's house. Yeah.
I don't even know what to say about that.
Yeah, it's a mad world.
I guess so, and it'll only get madder in 24:55.
Mm-hmm. That's why I was no hockey, baby.
We gotta add outlawed. People are getting too crazy. Where were we then? Jason's worth a lot to the right spire. Yeah. While Jason is also on like a slab in a room which kind of looks like he's on top of a barbecue grill. Yeah. They're melting him or thawing him out.
It was at Benihana.
Yeah. And this couple just starts like almost making out directly on top of Jason.
Yeah, they find it very attractive. The autopsy of this horrifying monster man.
Mm-hmm. And even the girl's like, I bet he's hung like a real man too. And her boyfriend just kind of like grinds into her, and I'm like, what is that about?
They're freaks who got what was coming to them.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's their fault, really. The whole thing started.
Yeah.
This
franchise is why I'm such a chaste individual. I don't want no Jason coming after me.
No, don't need that hassle in your life.
No. Have you heard the good word of Voorhees?
He'll get you.
Yeah, he'll get you.
That's all you need to know. He'll get you.
Oh, I remember one of a Spicoli character kid. His name was Azrael.
Oh,
yeah.
Christ.
Just the most inappropriately named character.
He also gets his arm reattached.
Yeah. They also doped him up beforehand.
Yeah, they dope him up. They put a Band-Aid on there. Mm-hmm. He's like, oh, I forgot my arm. Man. And the girl's like, yeah, I got your arm. Man.
I'm just going to relax on this couch as I ease back into this movie like a nice bath.
God, wasn't that warm. Also, we see the professor get busy with one of his students. Mm-hmm. That was a really weird scene.
Oh, you didn't like nipple clamps while he was wearing lingerie? She
I
acted pretty well in that scene.
I didn't want to see a 45...
She somehow put on more clothing in her sexy clothes.
Yeah, she put on more clothing. He is in a lady's lingerie.
Yeah.
And she's twisting the hell out of his nipples.
Mm-hmm.
And
until she gets a passing grade.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, you pass. It's like some kind of horrible climax.
What'd you think of that scene, Vince?
Fuck, man. Fuck this movie.
Oh, come on. It's great. It's the best in the franchise.
There's some good kills.
And it's amazing. Actually, the best kill is arguably coming up.
It is.
But it just feels like it almost doesn't feel like a Jason movie. It feels like a fan made Jason. Like,
but I kind of like about it because, like I said, it's part 10, and even as much of the stuff I don't like about in 9 that they introduced, I appreciate that it's different.
I mean, it wasn't the worst movie I ever seen, but it was just like
I like something that's different. Like I said, it was even though it was ripping off Aliens, but
yes, very much. So yeah, the arguably best.
It is the best kill, I think.
While Jason is getting his autopsy done by this lady scientist in a belly fur top,
long sleeved. Yeah, it was weird.
With her hair down and like nice long hair inside Jason.
No, she puts it into a science bun later.
Mm-hmm. She removes his bad eye, that eye that's been drooping for the entire series.
Yeah, which sometimes switches between the left and the right depending on the movie.
And she also cuts the mask off his face.
Yeah, you had a problem with this later on.
Well,
his regenerative powers go to his clothing too, partially because she cuts off like around the straps to take it off, and then puts it back on after insulting him.
Yeah, she says, "Oh man, you look better with the mask," or something like that.
Yeah, it's like, no wonder you wore this, and then she puts it back on him.
She puts it back on and like plants it in there to make sure it's not going to move.
What was a squishy face? Yeah, but later on, it doesn't fall off.
Yeah, but yeah, that's it. The straps somehow held it in place. At one point, I was like, I really hope Jason's mask is going to fall off embarrassingly.
Yeah, well, it's like that's saying it's not like other movies where it's always at the end where he loses his mask. Now near the beginning.
Mm-hmm. And
she sent the other off because they were fucking on Jason. So she's like, just get out of here.
Yeah, just go fuck in your own bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
And as they start fucking in their own bedroom,
Jason senses it.
The moans awaken Jason from his deep sleep.
He feels it.
Yeah,
and he don't like it.
No. And he kills the
Undertaker's up, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's the best way you could put it.
He gets up, she doesn't hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she turns around, he grabs her, tosses her on the wall. The other guy doesn't hear her through the science glass.
Science glass, which is soundproof.
And yeah, he dips her face in liquid nitrogen and smashes it.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was actually pretty cool indeed. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. They also take Jason's machete on board.
Yeah.
I just read that in my notes. I'm like, why? Oh yeah. Right.
Oh yeah. This when after he smashes her face, he takes a medical thing that looks like a space machete.
Yeah, a science machete.
Yeah, but chrome.
Yeah, it was very shiny.
Shiny and chrome.
There's big holes in it, so you know it's from the future.
Yeah.
Well, it's wind resistance.
Yeah.
Less wind resistance.
Yeah.
For aerodynamic slicing.
Mm-hmm.
So the doctor scientist starts talking to the professor, saying, "Oh, you can't. We tried killing Jason. You can't kill him."
Yeah.
Well, she listed off a thing like
it was like almost like the Rasputin list of ways of.
Yeah, so we electrocuted him. We did a firing squad. Something I don't know, a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
You can't kill Jason, guys. We all know you can't kill Jason.
You should just chuck him into space.
That's it. She even says that at one point too, right? Like we should just get rid of him.
Well, that won't work though. As we'll find out.
And the professor...
He's gone. The evil's gone from me.
she's the Loomis.
More or less.
The eye. Jason's eye.
It's evil. And the professor assures her, "Oh, he's very much dead. You don't have to worry about him."
She's like, I just told you he can't die.
Yeah, you can't kill him.
Like, he's mansplaining it to her.
Yeah, and she basically says, "Okay, show me."
Yeah.
Show me he's dead.
And that's when they find...
Cut to...
Yeah, just smashed up cryo face.
Yeah, and they cut out the "I told you so."
Yeah, that's it. We don't need to hear that part. Just shut up. Don't say anything.
Yeah, so then they send the Marines after him.
Mm-hmm. And they put it on yellow alert. They're like, well, we gotta be aware Jason's probably up and about.
And that's when he gets one of the coitusers.
The coitusers, yeah.
Yeah, that woke him up.
That's it. Mr. Avocado shirt.
Yeah, Mr. Avocado shirt, and the girl gets his blood splatter on her face, which she screams, and apparently the actress didn't know that was going to happen to her.
Oh.
So, like, got in her eye. So that was legitimately freaking out, like, ah!
Hot sauce?
Yeah.
Why are you using hot sauce for blood?
Use it!
It's good. But that's it, and
that breaks her brain.
Well, yeah.
She's traumatized the rest of the movie.
Well, fair enough, having your lover's blood splatter on your face.
Yeah.
While he was still wearing that avocado shirt.
Yeah. He put it back on,
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, this is my favorite shirt, baby.
Yeah, this is my lucky shirt.
Yeah. It got him lucky.
Yeah, I did.
It's his only shirt, right?
That's right.
It's just face facts.
There's also, what are these notes? Oh, yeah, right.
This is the VR?
No, not yet. It's just some of the dumb lines from the movie. Where I don't want to get with a woman who has balls bigger than mine. Because that woman was the one who was hitting on the nerd with the Robo Babe. And when they thaw out the Dr. Scientist, one of the women gives her her clothes because she needs to wear something.
Yeah.
She's like, just take care of them.
I want those pants back.
Yeah, I want those pants back. That's what it was.
I like how later on she takes off one of her tops for no reason, Dr. Scientist. Because she has, like, the red tank top, but, like, there's, like, another kind of, like, meshy thing over it that she just takes off when things get, like, probably. It didn't hinder her in any way. It's like a heavy piece of clothing. And she's like, no, it's business. I'm going to take this off now.
I don't know.
It's like Kirk intentionally ripping the shirt. He's like, all right.
Well, give people what they want to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the VR scene.
Yeah.
Where, what was his name? Azrael?
Yeah, Azrael and Dallas.
Yeah.
Dallas, I wrote down Stone Cold.
Yeah.
He just looked like a Stone Cold.
He was also the boyfriend from Drive Angry.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't he write this movie?
Yeah, he also wrote this movie.
What?
He apparently didn't like the set design because he was like envisioning something more like he compared it to Batman Forever, and he had something more in mind of like Christopher Nolan style. I'm like, calm down, buddy.
Guys, this looks
This
silly.
is exactly the tone it needed to be.
This looks silly. So yeah, those two are playing some kind of VR game, VR style holodeck.
It's weird because like VR it does actually change the room, but they're like it's like they're hooked up in their minds.
Yeah.
Like it didn't make any sense to me. It was like a mix of the Matrix and the holodeck.
Yeah, exactly. You only need one, and then somehow Jason got in.
Yeah.
Despite not being hooked up. And kills the video game avatars.
Yeah, it kills them twice.
Yeah. He kills both of them, and then they say, oh, guys, turn off the game. What the hell's going on here? Mm-hmm. And he's like, what? What are you doing?
He gives him a sick backbreaker.
Oh, yeah. He gives Azrael a backbreaker.
And just kind of flings him to the side.
And I don't remember what he does to Dallas. He smashes
his face into the wall.
Which apparently broke his stuntman's nose.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit.
I read that too.
And then Jason starts off a couple of Marines while being alerted to a red alert.
The professor tries to, because he's like, oh, let's all be calm, cool. I still need him alive to sell him. So he tries to tell the Sarge, tries to pay him off, not to.
It's gonna be 100,000.
What is it?
200,000.
500,000.
500,000 space bucks.
Yeah. Which seems to buy him off. But Sarge is like, well, fuck, I'm a professional. I have integrity. Mm-hmm. Let's blow this motherfucker up.
Yeah, and shoot him in the leg after. So we just say tried running at us.
No, he's like
I say we tried.
Yeah, he's coming right for us. He's a resistant arrest.
That's it. But
And they decide to do the smart move, which hunt Jason down in the warehouse. All lights are off.
Yeah, it kind of looked like any laser tag.
Yeah, it looked like a laser tag game.
And he proceeds to kill them one by one.
Yeah.
Yeah, snaps a guy's neck, kicks a guy onto a drill. That's off.
Yeah, he got screwed.
Yeah.
As they say later on.
And he's spinning around as he's like going down corkscrew style.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. Good job, guys.
Well, Jason likes to decorate the area with his bodies, or use them as a battering ram through windows. In most films.
Oh god. So as people start turning up dead, the Marines are going around. It's like, oh, we've lost contact with this guy. We've lost contact with that guy.
Mm-hmm.
They finally get in contact with a nearby space station.
Yeah.
Solaris?
Yeah, Solaris, thanks, Vince.
Yeah, George Clooney's gonna save him, guys.
Yeah.
Somebody has to. There's a matchup. I want to see George Clooney versus Jason.
Danny Ocean.
Hey, any character he wants to be.
Batman.
Yeah,
Batman
sure.
versus Jason.
Batman versus Jason. Guys, make it happen.
George Clooney playing Ash.
George Clooney playing Ash. Against
Jason.
Or George Clooney playing Freddy Krueger. That's the suave Krueger, but his face isn't burned. He wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
He's like,
I'm not doing it.
what are you, crazy? Nah.
Hide Elvis.
It's like, I like those knifey gloves, though.
Yeah, I want the gloves. I don't want to do the face thing.
No, he's the Gecko brother.
Oh,
The Gecko brothers versus Jason. Seth Gecko.
And Tarantino is the vampire gecko brother.
Who kind of looks like a Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Guys, go back
and
and
Michael Shannon.
Go back and watch our old episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly's take on what was it?
From
Dusk
Dusk
Till
Till
Dawn. Thank you.
It's so memorable.
Doesn't matter. Watch it. Watch all of our old episodes.
No one deletes these files in his head
Yeah,
after we're done watching.
As soon as that's it, I gotta free up my memory for the next one.
He still has the titles. He still has the folders. He knows which ones we did. But he just...
But don't ask me to put them in order or tell you what they are.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the pilot has now gone into contact with space station.
We missed when the Marines intercept Jason, the gypsy dude, Dennis Franz.
I think he looked like Nick Offerman.
Yeah, Canadian Dennis Franz. Yeah.
Pirate Nick Offerman.
Dressed in a total pirate. He's an engineer.
Yeah, that's it.
Ship.
Well, he said don't mess with an engineer or you get a waste hose in the bunk.
He was in some kind of space war at some point.
Yeah, that's it, because he sees all the broken up body parts, and he's like, well, it's not the worst I've ever seen.
Must have been like the Colo Wars or something?
The Gear Wars.
Yeah. Using our own... He almost gave a From Dusk Till Dawn speech. Like the Nom speech.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this is only one of the rare times I've ever seen in movies where when somebody's going to be saved, and they yell, get out of the way or get down, and they actually do.
Yeah, he was quick. He was deceptively quick.
Yeah, he's like, oh my crap, Jason.
Where you got it?
No, he goes, holy crap, Jason, later.
Oh yeah. That's right.
He was surprisingly confident.
And then he's like, you guys wrecked my stuff.
My mom's
Well,
actually...
they shot Jason so much he disappeared.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I don't know, in the smoke of it all, he ran off.
He's the Glimmer Man, man.
Yeah, that's right. So that we got introduced to the engineer. Maybe there was a guy with a weird name in the credits we saw, and we're like, who was that guy? It was like Fat Jim or something.
It could have been him. I don't remember them ever naming him. Or
Nobody.
maybe later on when they're shouting.
Yeah, Fat Jim, get down. Who? The pilot.
With his cowboy hat?
Yeah, with his cowboy hat.
Oh, he made quips about how lonely he was?
Well, yeah, he's like,
It's
oh,
just...
how old do you think she is? 400 years? Well, that's not too old. Oh, I'm lonely. He ends up getting axed too, or macheted, I should say.
He turns him into he like blenders him with that machete.
Yeah, because it was just strewing all about.
Yeah, he looks like a Hot Pocket commercial.
Slice and dice.
He also takes out Sarge by stabbing him once through the wall.
Well, first he bashes through a wall and grabs Sarge in a headlock.
Yeah.
And then stabs him once from behind through the wall again into through his stomach.
Which Sarge quips.
Oh yeah, what was it?
More one of
those toothpicks to stop this old dog.
Stop this old dog. So he stabs him with a second one. He's like, all right, that's good.
That he even says like that'll do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it goes down. It's so weird. It's like it's got like those 80s, 90s Arnold moments of like bad quips and puns about how they die.
Yeah, no, this thing definitely had like a rewrite for quips.
Guys, make it funnier. Why? It's not supposed to be funny. Just make it funnier.
It was funnier, man. I laughed.
Yeah, I laughed too.
And we were laughing all throughout this movie.
And here comes probably Jason's highest body count. Is they get to the or they run to the cockpit.
Yeah.
To see what's going on. Oh no, they crash first.
Yeah, no, yeah, because they're hauled up in the medical bay.
Yeah.
All the students, because all the grunts are dead.
Yeah,
the pilot's heading towards Solaris. Right before he's about to like slow it into go into
the
it.
Docking bay.
Jason gets him,
and then they just plow right through this entire space station.
Which I think the director jokingly said there was like 20,000 people in there.
Oh my god. Yeah, and essentially the entire space station explodes. The ship is completely fine.
Well, it takes out one of the ships in the cells.
Oh yeah, that's right. And also breaches a little hole, but they don't find out about that till much later.
Yeah, well, the ship's like Jason himself. The Grendel.
The Grendel, yeah. That's what it was. What?
This thing had so many allusions to literature.
God.
From Beowulf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grendel, not unlike Jason himself.
Mm-hmm.
And they even see in like the rear view the space station exploding, and like, what the hell is that?
Yeah. It's like, it's gone. What do you mean it's gone?
It's gone.
It's all run.
And while they're all holed up in medical bay, Jason starts bashing on the door, trying to get in, and then it stops, and the door whisperer, as we jokingly called her while watching it, goes like, "Hold on, I think he's gone."
Yeah, he just comes through the other. He goes around.
He smashes through the fucking glass on the other side.
Yeah, he goes back to the room he was originally in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, smashes through, and they all run away except the professor.
Yeah.
They just ditch him.
Well, he was a dick.
Yeah, and he tried selling Jason the idea of being famous and rich.
He's like, oh, he just wanted his machete back.
Yeah, Jason picks up his old machete, weighs them both in his hands, and gets rid of the new one.
Yeah, dumps his future machete.
And he's like, it's okay, guys. He's happy to, he just wanted the machete back.
And actually goes, phew!
Yeah, he lets out a few.
Then he has a Predator-style off-screen yell.
Then he gets decapitated.
Yeah.
Most likely.
No, he does. We see that a bit later.
Yeah, with the Gypsy King.
The Gypsy has the pilot.
And he borrows that guy's vest to clean the earpiece.
So while we're trying to figure out what to do, one of them has the bright idea of taking the escape pods.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how they didn't think of that first.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, what is it, like a lifeboat, basically?
Yeah, but it's the remedial class.
Mm. And the engineer says, well, I can reset the coordinates from the deck.
This is also when the guy fucks the robot.
Yeah, I guess
he fucks murderous intent into her.
Yeah, that's it.
He's like, I uploaded her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he turned her into
upload.
What was it? Resident Evil.
Yeah, he turns her into Alice.
Mm-hmm.
With like Bruce Campbell quips.
Yeah, one-liners.
Minus the cowardice, which gave Bruce's charm.
And also the same poses as Equilibrium.
Yeah.
And the Gun Fu.
And a little bit of Looney Tunes.
Yeah, for good measure. Just, basically like the Matrix. Just uploaded all this information into it.
Some Aeon Flux.
Yep, a lot of Aeon Flux, too.
That's right. So I don't know how we forgot that one.
Ultraviolet. That's fucking just...
Yeah.
Tomb Raider.
He uploads Miliovich into her.
Yeah. There you go.
The girl, the survivor from Avocado Shirt Girls, she has the freak on the lifeboat and crashes it into the ship.
Yeah.
She tries to take off basically with the anchor still on.
Yeah, and just destroys her own ship with her in it. And everyone's like, whoa.
Well, we're going to die now.
Yeah, I think even one of them says that too. He's like, now we're supposed to die.
Yeah.
Or some such stupid shit like that.
And we also find out the sergeant survived.
Oh yeah, that's right. They find him just like leaning up against a wall, just bleeding out. I don't even understand how he survived that. Like, he wanted to.
Yeah, but he later does a pointless, like, they go back, he's gone.
Yeah, that was
They come back later to not help in a fight.
Yeah, he stabs Jason in the arm. And he gets knocked across the room for his troubles.
Yeah, when the android shows up and effortlessly kicks Jason's ass.
Yeah. Blows off an arm.
Blows off an arm,
a leg.
A
good chunk of his torso.
Good torso. Yeah, 2/3 of his head.
Mm-hmm.
Right into medical bay, and that's all she. And throws his machete right into him.
Yeah, right into his stomach. Just thinking about, because it was about 10 minutes before this scene. I'm complaining to Ryan. It's halfway through the movie, and I'm like, when does he get the future mask?
When does Evil get an upgrade?
She blasts off his fucking his right arm, left leg.
Yeah, this is Jason's
right rib.
His second mask is gone now,
and then finally part of his face.
It's a worse ass kicking than when he fought the telekinetic chick in part 7.
I'll have to take her on that one.
It was. She destroyed his mask,
and that killed him.
No, her dad came back from the dead and came out of the swamp and drowned him. That a weird ending.
I'll take your word on it. Like I said, man, I only saw like the first few.
Don't worry about it. We'll have a night.
We'll go through it all one night.
Yeah.
In one night.
10 hours. Well, not a little more than 10 hours. It's like 20 hours.
Yeah. So the crew thinks that they're getting away.
Yeah, they're like, oh, well, we're all safe now. Oh, it turns out all this damage to our ship's not good. We're going to blow up.
Yeah, there's a breach in the hull somewhere. And I don't remember whose idea. It was the Dr. Scientist's idea,
Yeah, because a rescue ship can come, but they won't come in time.
Yeah, they have half an hour's worth of oxygen, and the rescue ship said they're 45 minutes away. And the girl freaks out, too. And the guy says, well, what would you like me to do? Or to something to that effect of, like, inform me of what I can do to ameliorate the situation.
Yeah. He's like, guys, make up your mind.
Yeah, that's it. The other guy's like, well, if you can't get here in half an hour, then don't bother coming at all.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, do not listen to that.
You come and save. That's what she turns her acting on half through. You come and save us.
So Dr. McScientist gets the idea of blowing off the part.
The other nacelle.
Yeah.
That will, like, alleviate the stress or whatever.
Yeah.
More science. More technobabble.
Science BS.
And in the other room, because they were using Lab 2, it heals up to the Sarge from his spike wounds. But then in the Lab 1, Jason's, through a malfunction or his evil will infusing with the machines, causes the nanobites to turn on, try to repair him, says there's not enough, but he somehow overrides that.
Yeah.
Again, through a glitch or his evil will.
Through his pure
sheer
evil
will.
They repair him and turn him into Uber Jason.
And how did you feel when you got Uber Jason?
Well, I saw the mask and I was pretty happy about that. They gave him crazy red eyes, and I don't know how I felt about that.
It's like a Sith Lord.
Yeah, a little bit.
He Vadered him.
He was like Super Shredder, but
he was hardcore
he was Super Shredder. That's what it was.
He looked like a Power Rangers villain.
Yeah, he was
he looked like Lord Zed.
Yeah.
2/3 metal. And they also upgraded his machete, too.
Yeah, it's like see-through.
Yeah, it's like a glass machete.
And his, like, head is, like, popping out in the back, and it's, like, brain, like...
He
might be a bit smarter.
There's a comic book that has Jason versus Uber Jason.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Who won?
I don't know. I never actually read it.
Oh, okay, but it's out there.
Yeah, it's out there.
Guys, go find that.
He was also supposed to, later on, they were going to recreate his mom to distract him and to show how evil he got, and he was going to kill his mom. Which I'm glad they didn't, because come on, man. He loves his mom.
So now Uber
Jason. Old
Jason.
friend of the Christies.
That's
right.
right.
Oh, I love it. Can't wait till Halloween.
So Jason, Uber Jason at this point.
Well, the android has it's one of my favorite parts where she tries to do it again, shoots him. The bullets have less effect than before.
Yeah, they just bounce right off him almost.
And then he just fucking punches her head.
Yeah, he looks even more pissed.
And punches her head clean off the body.
Yeah, and you see the look in her eyes as she's calculating how fucked she is.
Yeah, she's like, oh.
You guys gotta get out of here, and knocks her block off.
Yeah.
Like the guy in part 8.
Once again, I'll take your word.
Yeah.
I can see. That's why I have you, the wiki of Friday the 13th. So while they're about to be saved, because that ship finally, or no, they blow. What is it? How does it go? They blow off the.
They blow because they
escape through a hallway.
Locked door, and the guy with the vest is stayed behind, but he's hurt, and he has the trigger to blow the cell because he's in like the hallway that connects him.
Yeah,
the
that's
cell
right.
to like the main ship, and like, well, blow the thing. We gotta get the fuck out of here. And the guy does his best, Lawrence Fishburne in Event Horizon, and blows it.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like it blows it away, but then Jason comes flying at them.
Yeah. and grabs onto the ship.
He punches through the ship, which causes the vacuum, which causes bitchy mechanic.
Yeah.
Escape. This sucks on so many levels.
Oh yeah.
Sucked through the hull.
Yeah, although we don't see it, we just see like a little bit of meat around.
Yeah, we don't get a full alien resurrection.
Yeah.
So now it's cribbing from 3 alien movies.
Yeah, there you go. It's getting ridiculous at this point, guys. He punches through the metal, like I find it, but you know what? He has a robo arm now.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Just science.
And the other ship finally makes their way there and creates a docking bay. Docking.
Yeah, like
bay
a docking bridge, but like they can't get the door to open.
There was like a power failure.
Yeah, well, Sarge has to go outside and do it manually.
That's it. And they get Dr. Scientist to kind of
To science it.
to science the door, and she's like, "Okay, is the door open?" And she's like, "I don't." You'll see the inside of the panel, and it's just like wires and all kinds of nonsense.
And she's like, "I just poking it with science."
Yeah.
And
She had like a science wand.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Jason's still coming, but he crosses through the holodeck. She's like, "Well, you're an expert on Jason Voorhees. Can we figure out a way to distract him?"
Yeah. And she comes up with a pretty good idea.
Yeah,
actually.
which recreates Crystal Lake.
Yeah, circa 1980.
Which confuses Jason.
Mm-hmm.
But not for long.
Yeah, for a second, because he makes eye contact with the dude through the door.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, he saw me."
Yeah, whoops.
Yeah, quick, put something in there to distract them. And it's two co-ed teen campers.
Yeah,
or
asking if
staff.
they want to have underage sex or
premarital sex.
Premarital sex, underage drinking, and smoke some pot.
Or smoke some pot. And they crawl into the sleeping bags, and he does this classic Jason kill of taking them in a sleeping bag and whipping them over their head. And,
well, he uses one to beat the other.
yeah, one of them shouts out, "Ow, my spine." It was pretty funny. Yeah, ow, my spine. Well, I mean,
it was. Well, I'm in the theater. That got a huge laugh.
I'm sure it did. Ow, my spine.
It's a self-aware franchise.
It's spine. My back is broken. Spinal.
Crisis emergency.
Also, it's worth noting that we get to see both these counselors topless. So
it's technically our first, because there's no. Do we see any human breasts in this?
No, we see
just
we see
those fake android boobies and the nipples.
Yeah, the nipples fall off.
Yeah, she wants nipples put on so she can look like a real woman.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, "I like you just the way you are."
Yeah, you know.
Poindexter.
Yeah, a guy's in love with his sex doll.
Yeah, the guy who kind of looks like the guy from Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Which one?
The one who's also in Student Bodies and
Ross.
Oh, Ross.
Yeah.
Hey, we need to talk about that later.
Which one? Oh,
Student Bodies.
Okay.
Student Bodies 20.
Yeah.
It's coming up.
That's it.
Yeah.
Ryan's putting that together.
Thing, yeah.
Well, I guess we'll talk about it now.
All right, our old guest, Mr. Ryan Stick.
Yeah, he somehow putting together a Student Bodies reunion 20 years later.
For you don't remember, Student Bodies was on YTV.
It's on Global too. It was a Canadian. It was the Canadian Saved by the Bell.
Pretty much. But it made better.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it was
funny.
funnier.
Saved by the Bell sucked. No superpowers in this one, but it did have an animation.
But they're bringing it back 20 years later. So keep an eye out for that. I don't know. Find that on Facebook or something.
Well, we'll put the details. It's into the post.
When
we like to help our guests out.
Finding our information.
Mm-hmm.
We're coming right to the end of the movie.
Yeah, where Jason gets through the hologram. They run through the door. She runs back for the head, robot head.
Yeah, because the nerd is like, "Oh, but her head is still in the other room."
Mm-hmm.
And
she's still fully functional as a head.
Yeah, which is fine.
But it's all you need. You know, there's three holes and you're good.
Like her ears, or anything?
Yeah, why not?
Shin-shi. But and
at
which point
I get crap on this shit.
Yeah, right.
Things I say.
I even said out loud, like, "What the hell with that head? Just take off and make a new one."
That's the alien moment where she goes back for the cat.
Yeah, one more alien moment.
But they go back. This has the most badass scene in the movie where Jason goes to follow, and Handy comes down, shuts the door, and it's the Sarge.
And Sarge versus Jason.
He's back. They both have the run off. They both look at each other. They both have the most angry, I fucking hate you eyes.
Yeah, and while they're charging,
their glower power.
While they're charging, the ship explodes.
Yeah, the ship takes off. It explodes, followed by the only scene in this movie I hate.
Oh, the only scene in this movie.
This is the only scene in this movie I fucking horribly dislike.
Well, I'll let you explain it then.
So they're flying away on the lifeboat. It's like explosion. They survived, and Jason's flying at them again.
And they point it out.
He's coming right at them, and out of nowhere, somehow the Sarge comes back again and intercepts him. That made he survived.
First, I'm surprised either of them survived that explosion.
It's redundant. Well, Jason I'll go with because he's an undead zombie who's been upgraded to a biomech warrior, bionic commando. But the Sarge, he already had. It's redundant. He just had his cool badass scene that was realistic. We shut the door. And all he could do. Now somehow he survived the crash, circled around somehow to intercept Jason. And then rides him into Earth 2's atmosphere. Mm-hmm. Like a shark.
Yeah, that's right. And he burns up in the atmosphere.
Yeah, and then he lands in a lake where two young lovers are canoodling.
Yeah, and they say, "Oh, love a shooting star, make a wish."
Yeah, it landed around here.
Yeah, in the crystal
Uber Jason mask in the water.
Yeah, they really should have gone with more of the Jason.
Or the symphony. Well, they did bring out like some classic renditions in the hologram. But yeah,
I heard the one. There's the one scene when he first comes out and he's walking down the corridor and you hear the.
Yeah, and they have like the remix version, like the old, and when he had the hologram. But you needed that Friday 13th, like the string, like the classic strings. That's when I think of Friday 13th, is just like the strong string work. Guys, I love this movie. It's great. It knows exactly what I want to be. It's in. It's out. It's fun. It's just good old fun. It's got some good kills.
I mean,
what'd you guys think?
Vince?
It's whatever. It's a very, I don't know. It's mediocre. It's not the worst movie, but certainly
is it the
not
best of the
great.
franchise?
No.
Well, it's better.
What's better?
In the Friday the 13th franchise.
I like the one with
the teenagers in the cabin in the woods.
I like the one with Crispin Glover.
Oh, part 4 with Corey Feldman.
Yeah.
With that has the dog that may have been killed by Jason or just ran out because he was scared.
I like that one.
The final chapter.
That was fun. I like that one. That was pretty cool. There's some good deaths in that, and I kind of like Jason Goes to Hell. Also,
Jason Goes to Hell was fun. I like the main character in that, and what's his name, Creighton Duke. Who had the magic dagger to kill Jason.
And I just like the way Jason looks.
Yeah.
I like the way Jason looks.
Jason does have the best look in that film, which is sad because he's barely in it. Mm-hmm. Although the scene of that guy melting is fucking badass.
Yeah. But yeah.
I mean, I hadn't seen too many Friday the 13th movies. I think I've seen the first 3, and maybe like the 6th. Which one's on a boat to Manhattan?
That's 8.
8th, and I've seen 8.
Jason Takes
Manhattan.
Yeah.
He was on Arsenio Hall to promote that.
Who, Jason?
Yeah, Jason Voorhees, the character.
Oh my.
It was better than the time RoboCop showed up in WCW.
I don't know if that's even possible.
Well, I'll show you the interview after this.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I enjoyed it. It was certainly mind-numbing entertainment.
It's a slasher movie. It's everything you need to be. It was like, of all the glut of like the self-aware slashers afterwards, it was a fun break. Like I said, it's a franchise that I hold dear to my heart. It's different. I'm repeating myself now.
All right, so Ryan, how would you rate this? Good, bad, or ugly?
I mean, it's ugly. I mean, how do you categorize art, man?
Well, that's what we're here to do.
It's good. I mean, I guess it's ugly because it's not. Yeah, I'll go with ugly because it's like a slasher. It's brutal. It's what it needs to be. It's a good, fun, ugly flick.
All right, Vince.
I'd say it's
it shows us the ugly of humanity.
Hey, you had your time, all right?
Don't Kanye the fuck out of you, man. Oh yeah, now you got nothing to say.
It's good and I mean it's bad and
it's good. He said it was good. You said it was good. We made it, stamped it. Vince said it's good. No. In the record book, you thought this was a good movie.
We'll start etching that into stone.
Yeah, no, I mentioned it into my skin, baby.
It's bad and ugly, and that's about it.
Well, actually, I'm gonna have to go with Vince on this one and go bad and ugly.
It's hard being the only sane man in this.
I mean, it had probably one of the coolest deaths of some of the Jason movies I've seen.
A film.
Where the cryogenically smashing that face.
Yep.
That was pretty cool. I'm always happy to see the sleeping bag pummel fest. Mm-hmm. That's pretty classic. But it wasn't enough to.
Uber Jason wasn't enough for you?
No.
Would you want to see like a rocket launcher on his arm or something?
I mean,
Uber Jason.
I don't know. He was too big, I guess.
It was tough for him to move in that costume.
Well, yeah, I can imagine that. But also, I mean, like, he was already unstoppable to begin with.
Maybe if he had some like T-1000, like the machetes, just like different machetes.
Like his arm extends out.
Like the nanobites just like turn into, you know,
like
and he has different weapons.
Into the weapon,
yeah, that'd have been kind of cool.
Yeah. Then you can really play up all these different weapons, you know, axe, hammer.
He's a versatile killer.
Yeah, well, that's it. He uses whatever he can.
This movie's like 17 years old. It's crazy.
Yeah. Even older than that, that was just the release.
Yeah, really, that's pretty wild.
But paved the way for Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah, which was slightly better. I mean, in my opinion, maybe we'll have to...
We'll get to that eventually.
Yeah. That's it. We're only a couple episodes into this anyways.
Yeah.
So, anyone else want to say anything before we hit the shameless plugs?
Before we get to we'll build up to the Good, the Bad, the Ugly X.
Yeah.
And I'll be Uber Ryan. Even louder.
Louder than ever. Alright, so I guess it is shameless plugs time. So guys, don't forget you can always reach us at gbupodcast@gmail.com. Send us all your hate mail, death threats, movie requests. If you want to be a guest yourself, that's also a good place to message us. Even if you don't live in Montreal, we'll Skype you in, we'll send smoke signals, carrier pigeons.
The screening process is pretty crude.
Yeah, we got a stack of...
casting couches.
Whoa.
Find us on Facebook, facebook.com/GBU podcast. You can get all of our episodes every week sent there.
If you want to agree with Vince that this was a good movie, just let us know.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, so
I love you too, buddy.
Somewhere on YouTube, right? GBU podcast. Find us there where you can send us all the comments and love in the comments below. Find all the information you need.
Find it all.
And contact us direct on Twitter, because we're on Twitter now too, right? GBU Podcast 514. Put those numbers, guys. We need them.
Please.
Send your numbers, 514. I guess that's about it, guys, right?
We need your pledges. This is the...
Guys, we'll even stop if you pay us to.
Yeah, if you guys pay us to stop, we'll stop.
Yeah. We'll do like a reverse Patreon.
For a nominal fee.
Yeah, the more money you put, the less content we'll put out.
So guys, really, send that money and we'll get that Patreon account set up soon.
Mm-hmm.
Until next week, guys, take care.
Cheers.
Peace.